Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Atari Man Plays his entire Atari 2600 collection. This is episode 15. This is 3 weeks in, so I'm 3 weeks in, and I've basically gone. This is going to be we'll have covered 45 cartridges at the end of tonight. Quite a few more to go. Next week, we start to get into some of the more rare games. I have Roadrunner is the one that really comes to mind. I'm playing that a week from today, and that that's going to be a pretty interesting game. So tonight I'm going to play video chess, Pac-Man, and video pinball. And it is Pac-Man week. I'm wearing my Pac-Man hat. I got my Pac-Man mug. Maybe I got Pac-Man fever. I really wasn't good at the game. The game really isn't that great. But I just want to celebrate it a little bit because I will tell you, back in the 80s, Pac-Man was a big rage. I mean, people were just going crazy over Pac-Man. Just every little thing Pac-Man. And we'll talk about that more a little bit later. But the first game tonight is video chess. So video chess was released in 1979. And I didn't play this as a kid, and I didn't know anyone that had it. You know, chess was kind of a boring game. I played real chess against my older brother, but I really wasn't ever any good at it. I had a chess set, but I didn't join any kind of chess clubs or anything like that. I was really not good at it. This game is actually rumored to exist because a man from Florida sued Atari because the original 2600 packaging featured a chess piece. I think it was a pawn on the box. And because they didn't offer a chess game, he sued them, saying he only bought the Atari to play chess. So the game is basically in existence because this man sued Atari, because Atari originally thought chess would be too difficult to make because the number of pieces on the board and the different pieces was just too challenging. But the programmers got creative and made it work. You know, they actually developed a bank switching cartridge, which I don't know if you know what that is, but it basically increases your memory in your cartridge so you can store more information in there. And but they eventually, when this was released, it was reduced down to the size of a standard cartridge, so they just released it on a standard cartridge. Um, VGR ratings for this game: the graphics are 2 for reasonable, and the playability is 4 for fun. I guess that's fun if you enjoy playing chess. I will turn off my static. I'll put my video chess cartridge in. Oh, that looks terrible. So I think that's skill level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so we're going to play skill level 1. Okay, so that's his first move. So I apologize that it's so small. I don't really have much control over that. So that's the computer thinking his move. I say his move, but what is his bishop? So you can put your piece back down if you don't want to do a move. Alright, so that's the queen. Boy, you know what? When I played it on a different TV, the board was more visible. I'm just realizing that now. This really doesn't show the game board. So I'm going to switch my resolution here. Properties. Oof, that's way too big. So I'm gonna unlock that. Oop. My apologies for messing around while I'm streaming, but I can't see the game board, which I did when I was playing earlier. We'll make it a little larger though, so we can at least see what we're doing. I'll have to change it up when I switch to Pac-Man, but this will be a little nicer picture for us at least. Okay, so ah, crap. That wasn't what I wanted. Oh my goodness. See, I have trouble differentiating the queen and the king. I'm going to lose this game big time. I'm going to put him in check at least. See, without seeing the game board, this actually becomes difficult because, you know, you don't see who's on what squares. So now I'm going to try to get his queen. So that was my king there. I think he's going to beat me. What'd he do? What'd he do? I don't know. I'm just trading pieces here. He's thinking a lot now. So we're going to trade queens. Yeah, it was obvious. And we're going to trade knights. I'm going to take his bishop. Oh no. See, that's what I was saying. The color of the pieces is such that you can't really tell where you are. What did he do? Did he take a piece? He's going to take my bishop. I'm going to take his knight. Oh. Fuck. I mean, shoot. Just going to get this over with. I know he's killing me. He castled. So I was going to castle too. But I think because I already moved my other rook, I can't do that. So that's there. I think I'm going to lose, guys. He's thinking too much. No. Man, I just put that guy out there. He's going to move the bishop. He's probably going to move it down to take the other pawn. Oh, that's a bishop. That's not. I forgot. Wait, did he just take my rook? I'm terrible. Let's just get this game over with. I suppose in some of the higher games, there's actually a flaw where it shows the moves that it's planning. I could have done that better. I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not really good at chess. I guess that's checkmate. I guess that's checkmate. Yeah, because I can't do anything. I can't go forward. I can't go diagonal. I can't go. Nope. Yep, that's checkmate. So, ended it right on time. Thank you, computer. So, that was slightly painful, but like I said, I'm not really a good chess player. So I will turn this on. I'm going to have to adjust the resolution again. So let's make this smaller. Oof, that's terrible. Let me, properties. Custom resolution. Okay. Just to make it fit this screen properly. It's not perfect, but it's okay. So this is Pac-Man. This is the game everyone had when I was a kid. People went nuts over it. I'm going to take another drink just to celebrate. Excuse me. So, Pac-Man basically was released in 1982, although this says 1981 on the copyright date here on the screen. I just noticed that. It uses a joystick controller. My family had this game. Everyone had this game. The United States was obsessed with Pac-Man. There was a song, there was a cereal, there was a cartoon. I mean, you just couldn't get away from Pac-Man. There were toys everywhere. Everything was Pac-Man this, Pac-Man that. The 2600 game though was disappointing when it came out, because it didn't really compare to the arcade game. It didn't even look anything like the arcade game. It was loosely based on the arcade game, is basically what you could say. There's only one level in Pac-Man. The maze is not blue. It's not the vector graphics. I mean, granted that maybe that was a bit much to want that, but it it really looked like a totally different game. In Pac-Man, if that was the only iteration of Pac-Man, it would not have been popular. Pac-Man in the Atari 2600 was just not good. Um, and part of that is due to the limitations as to what the 2600 was capable of. But I think part of it also had to do with the fact that the 5200 came out in 1982 as well. And the 5200 version actually looks somewhat like the arcade game. It actually is a better design. So maybe they put their resources into designing that game rather than the 2600 game, because they knew the 2600, excuse me, was a dying platform. Um, this is just about the time that the video game systems kind of or the Atari domination kind of blew up. Um, there were so many publishers out there with so many different games, and some of them were really not good. Well, we'll show some of those later on, but I mean, not that these are the best. I mean, we're going through the early years of Atari. Now we're getting into the my wheelhouse. This was when I was playing Atari, and '79 with the video chess was old, but 1982 I was there. Uh, the last game is 1980. That was a game I played a lot. But I've never really been good at Pac-Man, either the arcade version, this version, some of the arcade spin-offs, the Ms. Pac-Man, the Junior Pac-Man, the Super Pac-Man. There were a lot of Pac-Mans. I was never really good at any of them, but I always found them fun to play. The arcade versions, the sounds are really a key to me with Pac-Man. It's like the waka 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 waka. This is like ding 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 ding. It's terrible. I mean, you'll hear it. It's just nothing like the arcade version. So VGR ratings on this game, they said the graphics were reasonable and the playability is 2, which is dry and it leads to brief enjoyment. Apologies. Take another drink. So this is game 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. Maybe we did play 3 as a kid now that I think about it. Wow, they really are slow. There's a vitamin. Oh, crap. I did that to myself. Ugh. I'm doing it to myself here. And you know what it is? I'm trying not to pay attention to where the ghosts are. I'm trying to uh I'm not so good at controlling Pac-Man. Oh! That was not where I wanted to go up. Oh, I turned. Thought I could get it. I think this is my last life. This is definitely not my personal best, but I think you just get the gist of the game here. So 705 points. Probably got enough time to play one more. Just refer back to the instructions myself. What was this? Game 6 has challenge level A. 4, 4, 5, 5, 6. Ooh, they're quick. I tried cutting back, but they're faster than this one. I'm just not that skilled in controlling Pac-Man. I played it earlier with my micro switch joystick, and I felt like I was getting better left and right. You know, it's a smaller joystick, so maybe you don't have to move your hand as far to get it to turn. I just don't want to destroy these joysticks. You know, they're old, and you know, I don't know. It's not really that big a deal. I'm gonna go back to game 3. Play one more round of game 3. I did not intend to eat that power pellet. I mean, this game, they're so slow you can actually wait for them. I guess I'm not really maximizing my points at all. I tried cutting. I mean, everybody, I think, knows that's not what I wanted to do. What I need to do is bait them into all getting close to me. So maybe I can get all 4 of them. They're really slow right now. Oh! I almost could have got all 4 of them. Tried to be sneaky. That was lucky. Ah. Ugh. He didn't turn the way I wanted him to. Mm. Oh, come on. Oh. Whew. I guess you can both occupy the tunnel at the same time. Oh, no, that's it, I think. No. I guess I got a free life here somewhere. See, part of my... Oh. Well, a little better that time. 1,120. Oh. Yeah, and Pac-Man, if you push the button, it resets. That was one of the things we liked as a kid. You could just keep playing it. You didn't have to stop. You could tell mom and dad, hey, I'm in the middle of a game. And there was no pause back then. Well, there were a few games that paused, but not that much. So the last game I'm going to play tonight is Video Pinball. I'm sorry it appears really dark here. When I reset it, I think it'll be a little better. So Video Pinball was released in 1980, and it uses the joystick again. I did not have this game, but my cousin did, and we played it a lot, and he was really good at it. The trick of the game is you can nudge the ball, basically like a pinball, like an old pinball machine. You can nudge the machine and get the ball to go into different spots. But if you hit it too much, like the old machines, they had a sensor. If it tipped too much, it tilted it and just killed the machine. And so same thing happens here. Your flippers don't work anymore. You can't really do anything. You could still nudge the ball after you've tilted it, but you can't earn any more points. So I think the key to getting a high score in this game, there's two things. There's two things that I think are supposed to be flippers. Flippers are where the ball used to roll through, and there would be like a piece that would flip over. So there's one that looks like an Atari symbol and one that's a number. So with the Atari symbol, if you go through it 4 times, you get a free ball. So that's key to getting a high score. And then the other thing is the number. There's the left side has a number, and it climbs up to 9 and then goes back to 1 or 0 and 1, or I think it goes to 1. But when your ball goes down and it's over, those numbers count off and it's a bonus. So basically you're earning yourself a bonus. And then there's 3 little lights up at the top that if you take them out, it increases the points you get on the bumpers. There's a number in the middle of the bumper, and it's either 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, and 900 is the maximum. So the VGR ratings for this game, the graphics are 2, which is reasonable, and the playability is 3, worth playing. I found it fun. I played it a lot as a kid, so that might be why I'm inclined to say that it was fun, but that's just my opinion. That's the one I'm familiar with, and like I said, we always, you just put the game in and push reset to get started and start playing, because that was the most fun. So I will reset. So here it's a little more colorful, you see. And there's the blue field that Pac-Man or the blue walls that Pac-Man should have had on the black field. So the spinners are those little round things. The bumpers are the things with the number 1. There's the Atari symbol. And then there's that number 1, the 3 lights up at the top. Those, I'll take those out initially. Those affect what your bumper value is. And then the difficulty switch. So you can see what the difficulty switch does. If you put it in the A position, it puts those 2 gutters on the bottom. When you tilt, actually I'll do that right away. I'll tilt it right away. So it tilts, it goes red, and those valleys open up. So I have no points, and then the ball resets. So I'm going to reset the game. And so a full back pull goes to there, and then you push it. Boy, I can barely see the ball in this. So now everything's 2, so all the bumpers are worth 200 points. And those are the spinners that are worth 1 point. That's the cross that's worth 1,000 points. Oh, I thought it was going to go in the Atari. I tried nudging it. It's hard. I'm gonna turn my brightness up. I'm sorry. It's a little dark for me. So I'm gonna turn the brightness up just a tad. Okay. Maybe a little washed out, but... Alright, so now I'm going to try to get a free ball. Nah. So you got to nudge it when it goes through those. I almost totally missed that because I was looking at something else. Uh, you got to be careful when it's on the bottom here because you flip your flippers up and it can catch it and the ball can go down your gutter in the middle. Oh! So those were the bonus. So those are 1,000 each. So now this is my third ball. So if I don't get a free ball, the game's going to end. Ugh, terrible. 32,000. So that was a good attempt. I'm going to try again. So there I nudged it a little just to make sure it didn't go in the gutter. Ooh, I got 3 of them, so I just need 1 more now. Ugh. And collision detection is not the best in this game. Those top 3 lights at the top, you can actually go through them and it doesn't register. Oh, that's the other thing. You can actually get it to go back in your original plunger. where you shoot the ball. Oh, that was it. 33. I mean, that's typically where I end up. So I'm gonna play one more game. Oh, wasn't gonna give it to me. Ugh, and I lost it. When it gets going fast like that, sometimes it's difficult. See, there it went through one of those lit ones, and it didn't take it out. Oh, I tilted it. So now you can actually still tilt it. But you don't get any points. When I was a kid, I always had good luck with those things at the top. The little diamonds. They'd go away and I'd get a lot of points because it would hit the, you know, anytime it hit the bumpers. You know, 500-600 points. But I'd give the game up to my cousin then on the 2-player versions, and he would score, you know, he'd play for an hour. So anyway, that's video pinball. I'm basically done with the stream for tonight. So hope you enjoyed it. If you like streams like this and videos like this, you know, please leave me a comment, join the stream, come in and chat. I'll chat with you. And for the video, you know, like it, subscribe to it. I'm on Twitter and Twitter is AtariMan71, and I have additional content besides this. Um, I'm going to continue to bring these out, put these out until I've played through my collection. And then I'm going to probably take a little break, and then after that, I will switch to either ColecoVision or Intellivision. I don't have as many games with those. And then I have an Atari 5200 and an Atari 7800. And then I have an Atari XE gaming system that's like a computer, and it's got games in it that are basically arcade quality. So we'll get a look at those too. I grew up on Atari, so that's why I call myself Atari Man. That was my console. I played other systems. I have an NES. I have a Sega. I have a Super Nintendo. You know, I have the PlayStations. I have the Xboxes. But really, this is really where it started. You know, I played PC games. I did all that stuff, but I call this legacy gaming because this is really the start of home consoles, and this is what really launched the industry. You know, the Pong games were out before that, and there were other systems that were out there before this, but this is the one that really caught on, and this was the one that everyone really liked. So I'm gonna play these games. I have a huge collection. No, maybe not huge. I have a decent collection, and so you know, I'm hoping to share games with you that maybe you haven't seen before, or maybe you haven't seen in a while. So if you enjoy this content, you know, just please let me know, and I'll do what I can to continue to bring stuff like this to you. And until next week, I will stream on Monday again, 7 p.m. I will have 3 more games, and I will ask you all to stay healthy, wash your hands, social distance, wear your masks, use hand sanitizer. We're almost through this, so hopefully it'll be over before we know it, and then we'll all be outside and not inside playing our old video games. So until next time, um, you know, take care and have a good evening.